Fox News host Tucker Carlson ripped into Meghan Markle and Prince Harry this week after they urged Spotify to take a stand against what they describe as the spread of misinformation, seemingly targeting the popular podcast hosted by Joe Rogan, which left-wing celebrities are trying to cancel at the moment. In a segment he called fake Duchess and brain-dead husband threatened Spotify, Carlson claimed that Meghan and Harry are only adding to the pro-censorship pressures that companies are being faced with, from breakfast cereal manufacturers to tennis shoe retailers. Carlson added that this has gotten so bad that it is virtually impossible to run a public company. The political pressure is coming at these companies from all sides, from activist investors, from the media, from their own employees. Every day is a brand new crisis, the Fox News host continued. And under those circumstances, it is impossible to think clearly, to stand on principle or even consider your own best interest long term. While they did not mention Rogan by name, Meghan and Harry had called on Spotify to meet this moment when it comes to fighting COVID-19 misinformation. They claimed that hundreds of millions of people are affected by the serious harms of rampant mis and disinformation every day. Carlson, however, was not having any of it. Yahoo News reported that he lashed out at the couple by calling them that annoying fake Duchess from LA and her brain-dead husband. But of course, they don't mean it. They're not going anywhere, he continued, calling them grifters as he indicated that they will not be giving up their multi-million-dollar Spotify deal anytime soon. These two have been paid about $1 million for each minute of talking they've done, Carlson added, a reference to the fact that Meghan and Harry have created only 35 minutes of content since signing the deal. That's a good gig. It's too good to leave. Singers like Neil Young and Joni Mitchell have pulled their content from Spotify over Rogan, who has dared to have experts with many different views on COVID-19 on his program. After Rogan apologized last weekend, Spotify announced that it would be adding content advisories to his podcast. Even this wasn't enough for the woke Hollywood left, however, with actress Sharon Stone responding by saying that Rogan should put a disclaimer that he's in a hole and that his behavior is dangerous. There's nothing that Meghan and Harry want more than to fit in with the liberal elites of Hollywood. So, it comes as no surprise that they are hopping on the bandwagon to cancel Rogan. In addition, in a sign of plunging support in the U.S. for the couple, Fox News host Kayleigh McEnany hit out at the couple's intervention. The former White House press secretary said that if Spotify had to choose between Joe Rogan or Harry and Meghan, go with Joe every time. Speaking on the Outnumbered panel program, Ms. McEnany pointed to Harry's past criticism of the U.S. First Amendment. Harry sparked an uproar last year after he said that he did not understand the First Amendment, even branding it bonkers. Ms. McEnany said, he has concerns about Spotify, but this is a guy who is anti-First Amendment. If Spotify has to choose between Rogan or Harry and Meghan, go with Joe every time. Fox News contributor Leslie Marshall, a former radio talk show host, added, I'm going to get cancelled for this. Here is the thing. I don't really listen to anything Harry and Meghan say anymore. I'm sorry, but since they jumped the pond and won't let the baby see grandma, it bothers me. Despite their concerns, Harry and Meghan remain committed to continuing our work with Spotify. The couple signed a multi-year podcast partnership with the music streaming service in 2020. So far they have only released one podcast episode on the platform so far, released in December 2020. On Sunday, an Archewell spokesperson said, hundreds of millions of people are affected by the serious harms of rampant mis and disinformation every day. Last April, our co-founders began expressing concerns to our partners at Spotify about the all-too-real consequences of COVID-19 misinformation on its platform. We have continued to express our concerns to Spotify to ensure changes to its platform are made to help address this public health crisis. We look to Spotify to meet this moment and are committed to continuing our work together as it does. In response to the backlash, Spotify announced that it would put content warnings on podcasts that feature discussion about COVID.